Board of Directors, staff, and families, I'd like to welcome you all to our 2023 Veterans Day celebration. A little admin to start. This year is special as tonight we welcome veteran Richard Middleton for his presentation, The History of the American Flag, at 6:30 p.m. in the Forum. This event is free and open to the public. My name is Chris Baba, the Activities Director of Eagle Ridge Academy. As part of the Academy's vision statement, we meet today to foster an appreciation for the United States of America and her unique role in the world. We do this today by honoring our military veterans and celebrating the sacrifice that service to country entails. I'm honored to introduce this year's special guest, Racheal Robinson, and her service dog, Terwilliger. We will now open with our Armed Forces medley, Pledge of Allegiance, and National Anthem, as performed by the Eagle Ridge Academy Symphonic Orchestra. Good job citing third graders. All right, now I would like to welcome our School of Logic Patriot Pen speaker. We welcome Nidhi, Thayur to the stage for what inspires her about America.
When someone says America, I immediately think of hardworking people. There are many diligent people in America, but teachers are one of the most overlooked. Teachers are usually the main influence on children. Not only have my teachers inspired me, but they have shown me how to enjoy learning. They taught me how to learn outside of school and have shown me that the world is full of opportunity. My teachers have helped me to grow and to express myself in the most colorful ways possible. These teachers are raising the next generation of the United States and teaching us to strive for our best and to walk with a purpose. On November 10th, annually, our school celebrates our veterans. Veterans Day is the one day out of the 365 days of the year that we recognize and honor our veterans. Even then, few Americans commemorate their persistence. America continues to honor them in other ways, such as by building memorials and offering reserved parking spots. These veterans risk their lives for us to live our regular lives peacefully. Not only the current veterans, but the veterans who, with their blood, sweat, and tears, sacrifice themselves for our nation. These veterans make a remarkable difference in our lives. Furthermore, they taught me the true meaning of patriotism and helped me to understand that the people of this nation carry America. Finally, America strives to make a better world by constantly trying to improve society. It not only inspires me, but also the other 194 countries in our world. It is the face of the future, whether it be science or technology, while also working to preserve its past. America preserves its nature and animals by building natural reserves and national parks. It makes sure that the people who helped to build this magnificent land will never be forgotten. In the end, America inspires me to go forward and to make a difference. Not only is it the home of the brave, but it is also my home. America is a mountain that will never stop growing. The eagle will forever soar high, and we will always get back up when we fall. As said by President Harry S. Truman, America was not built on fear. America was built on courage, on imagination, and on an unbeatable determination to do the job at hand.
And now, it is my honor to welcome to Eagle Ridge Academy veteran Racheal Robinson. Racheal has 16 years of service, 6 in the Minnesota Army National Guard and 10 in the Minnesota Air National Guard. She served a 16-month deployment to Iraq. Please join me in giving a warm welcome to Racheal Robinson. And to the service dog, Terwilliger.
Good morning. Good morning. This is Terwilliger. Yeah. Yes, he's happy to be here too. Terwilliger, you want to show him what you can do? All right. Leap. No, leap. Breaking my stuff. Here. Bring.
Good job.
Okay, you can sit. Down. Good boy. He's like, why are you making me sit? I don't want to sit. All right. So my name is Racheal, and I served for 16 years in the military. I was 10 years Air Force and 6 years Army National Guard. Next slide. So I grew up kind of in a rough situation. This is me sitting on the sink. That's my brother with his arm on the counter. My little sister is in the middle looking at the floor, and then my older sister is in the back washing dishes. And we used to live in a bus. So this is a bus that my parents made into a living space. I remember when I was young, when I wanted to join the military, because I knew that I would have a way to pay for college, I would have a job, I would have a place to sleep, and I would have food to eat. So at a young age, I knew I wanted to join the military. So I joined when I was 17. So I went to Iraq in 2007 and 2008, and then this is me getting ready to go to Iraq. We were leaving Kuwait to fly into Iraq. This is my team up there. I'm standing on top of the Humvee. You can't really see me. And then here are some other of my battle buddies I went to Iraq with. My job over there, I was a communication specialist, so I installed radios in Black Hawk helicopters. But while I was there, I was able to go to Qatar. Excuse me, I went to Qatar and So you can see this, I'm underneath a really old archway, and that archway is the oldest archway in the world, so they say. And then I was in country for over a year, and because I was in a combat zone, they give you what's called a combat patch. So that's what my commander is doing on my shoulder right there as I'm holding the flag. And then you can kind of see my combat patch on my shoulder, right there in that picture underneath the American flag. That's my combat patch. This is in Germany. We were just flying through Germany to do some training, and we got to shoot some rounds downrange when I was in Germany, so that was fun. I came back in 2008, and my unit was telling me that the Army was going to deploy again in another year or so. And I said, I don't want to go back to Iraq in a year. But I still want to serve, so I transitioned into the Air Force. And in the Air Force, I was aircraft maintenance, so I took care of aircraft. And then I was also religious affairs. And I was lucky enough to shake President Obama's hand. And then here in the corner, I'm speaking to some World War II veterans too, so that was pretty cool. And then this is me on the wing of a C-130 aircraft. I'm inspecting its wing, and I have to make sure that every single one of those pieces, those rivets on the aircraft, are not cracked, because if one rivet is out of place, then the plane won't fly. So I have to make sure that each plane, or each rivet and each screw is in the right place. And then this is somebody I served with, so. I was lucky enough when I was working in the military, we were what's called the Vinnie's. We called ourselves the Vinnie's Angels, and we were all the women that worked for Vinnie. He was a chief master sergeant, and we just called each other Vinnie's Angels. So this is our group of friends. My friend Amy in the middle right there, she passed away from breast cancer, and so just kind of wanted to honor her too. Then I was lucky enough to do a feature called She Went to War with the Telling Project. We did 9 shows at the Guthrie Theater, and then we were lucky enough to be asked to go to the Library of Congress and do a show. So we were able to do many shows to share our story in combat. So. And then this is my whole world, my 2 girls, Zenobia and Zoe, and then I have my dog Terwilliger right here. And I just wanted to say that I just love hearing the orchestra, and every person in the orchestra is so important, and everybody has a job to do. So it's kind of like we as Americans, we all have a job to do. We all have to make sure we get good grades, that we listen to our teachers, that we do our jobs, and we are accountable. So it's just really important. So thank you so much for having me today.
Thank you, Rachel. I really appreciate hearing a little bit about each service member's stories before they joined, where the service brought them, and then life beyond it as well. It's always a really fascinating story, so thank you for sharing. And thank you to the Eagle Ridge Symphonic Orchestra, directed by Ms. Racheal Finnis. We will conclude today's Veterans Day event by Prestissimo by Carl King, and afterwards you will be released back to your teachers. So thank you for your attendance today, and have a great Veterans Day tomorrow. to second and third grade. You are now released back to your teachers. Have a great day.